Okay, let's review your earthquake. No, for the earthquake loadings, dalawang analysis lang meron sa structural. Okay, ano yun? Rate sa earthquake.
Wind.
Earthquake, ha? Dalawa lang yun. S and D. Ano yung S?
Seismic load.
And dynamic. Okay, ano pinagkaiba ng dalawa? What's the difference between the two?
At rest.
Okay. Yung static analysis, ganito. You have your building, okay? Tapos meron ka dito. The static analysis is this. Okay, per floor, ang ginagawa sa static analysis is you sum up all the gravity loads. Then based on sa gravity loads, you will compute for the ano yung B?
Shear.
Ano yan? Hindi lang basta shear yan. Base shear. Okay, you will compute for the base shear. Then the total base shear will be distributed linearly. Okay? This will be distributed linearly throughout the whole story of the building. Okay, so therefore, kung ganyan yan, linear relation, what is the movement of your building? Pagano lang, sway lang. Okay, it's just a simple sway. Pagdating sa static. But how about the dynamic? How about the dynamic? Okay, first story ba? Masasabi niya na constant ang shear per story? Masasabi niya na constant ang shear per story? Actually, hindi. Bakit? Kasi per story, there will be a variation of load. For example, this story, this floor level, may P1 ka. Tapos, meron kang P2. Then, meron kang P3 and P4. Okay. Based on those loads, magkakaroon ka ng different shear per floor. Okay? This will be P3, P4, P2, and P1. So, kung iba-iba yung shear na yan, anong mangyayari sa deformation ng building ninyo? Sway left to right pa ba? Hindi na, di ba? Magkakaroon ka actually ng different deformation. Kunwari, pag ganyan. O kaya, other way around. Okay? Pagdating kasi sa dynamic, you're taking into consideration the difference of loads per floor. Ano pa yung tinitake in consideration? Okay, yung stiffness ng building. Then afterwards, yung tinatawag na damping. Ano yung damping? Ano yung damping? It's per defined in your earthquake. What is damping? Okay. Damping is the energy loss in earthquake. Okay? Energy loss. Ba't nagkakaroon ng energy loss? Because yung building ninyo, nagkakaroon siya ng capacity to absorb energy. Okay? So, isang example ng damping is yung paglalagay ng base isolators. Isa yan. Ano yung base isolators? Pare, itong building ninyo. Roller sa ilalim. Isang technology yun. Okay? Sa example yan ng damping instrument. Sa Type A 101, anong ginawa nila doon? Para ma-counteract yung effect ng earthquake. Anong tawag doon sa malaking bola? Mass tune damper. Tawag doon. Kaya nga doon ang galing salitang damping. Diba? Okay? Nagkakaroon ng energy absorption ng earthquake. Kino-consider yun pagdating sa dynamic. So therefore, pagdating sa dynamic, everything is considered. The difference in loads per story, the stiffness of the materials, and the damping. Isa pang method of damping is the use of springs. Okay? Kasi yung springs, di ba, they absorb energy. Okay? So ngayon, yan naman yung sa dynamic. Ano yung mas realistic between the two?
Dynamic.
Ano yung mas realistic between the two? Of course, yung dynamic. However, pagdating sa code, inaalaw niya yung usage of static for low rise only. Okay? E since sa inyo, low rise lang kayo, we will stick to static analysis. Pero pa mga ibang requirements as per code. Pero basahin nyo na lang. Okay? So ngayon, mag-stick tayo sa static analysis. Now, in the static analysis, this is your building. Okay? And this is your X and Y axis. So yung earthquake, papalo una along the x-axis. This would be your EQX. Next, yung pangalawa naman, take in consideration the earthquake that will pass along the y-axis. It will be your EQY. So dalawang earthquake force tayo. EQX and EQY. Okay? So first, let's define the EQX and EQY. You go to define. Go to define. Tapos static load cases. Choose static load cases. Now, babalik tayo dito. We will define first the EQX. EQX muna, ha? So therefore, sa load, you input EQX. EQX. Tapos, for the type, you choose quake. For the type, you choose quake. Then, for the auto-lateral load, you choose UBC 97. Nasa taas yan, banda. UBC 97. UBC 97 lang. Okay? Diyan sa auto... Wala. Type mo ulit. Wait, tapos UBC 97. Diyan sa auto-lateral load, we have chosen the UBC 97. What we're doing here is this. Lahat ng parameters natin na i-input para i-determine yung earthquake force will be based on the UBC 97 or the Uniform Building Code 1997. Oh, bakit sa UBC 97? Kasi yung NSCP is based on UBC 97 pagdating sa seismic provisions. Okay? So, therefore, you click on Add New Load. So, lalabas yun doon pag na-add yun. Then afterwards, we will define the parameters pagdating dito sa EQX ito. You highlight EQX, then modify lateral load. Modify lateral load. Then, you will end up with this. So, nakalagay dyan, 1997 UBC seismic loading. Okay. For the first part, sa direction and eccentricity, kung EQX ang pinag-uusapan natin, ang pagpipilian lang natin sa tatlo. X direction lang. Okay? Pero alin dyan sa tatlo na yan? May pagkakaiba ba? Dito sa tatlo? Yung dalawang to, merong eccentricity. Ano ba yung pinag-uusapan natin yung eccentricity dyan? Ano yung eccentricity na yun? Okay. In your analysis of structures, ilang centers lagi ang pinag-uusapan or involved pag sa analysis ng structure ng earthquake? Ano yun? COR. Isa to. COM. What's the meaning of COR and what's the meaning of COM?
Center of mass.
Your COR is center of rigidity. Yung COM, center of mass. Okay? So ngayon, ano ibig sabihin ng center of rigidity? Ano ibig sabihin ng center of rigidity? Or what is center of rigidity? Uy, binabalikan lang natin yung earthquake. Ano? Yung center of rigidity is the center of your building. Okay? So strictly speaking, your COR or the center of rigidity, dependent yan sa geometry. Okay? Depende yan sa geometry ng building ninyo. Okay. Tinetake consideration dyan yung layout ng beams, the orientation of the columns, lahat-lahat. Okay? Lahat-lahat, pag pinag-uusapan, yung geometry or the arrangement of the building itself. Okay? Ngayon, ano naman yung center of mass? Anong pinag-uusapan natin dito? Saan siya nagre-rely? Kung eto, sa itsura ng building or sa layout ng building or the geometry, how about this? Sa loads. Okay? Sa loads. Nakadepende yan kung nasaan concentrated yung loads ninyo. Okay? So therefore, etong dalawa, given by this definition, lagi ba nagpapantay ang dalawa? Nagpapantay ba yan? Swerte mo na lang kung nagpantay. Okay, bakit? Bakit hindi nagpapantay? Yung COR ba gumagalaw to? Gumagalaw yan? Hindi. Kasi, yan na mismo yung pinaka-center ng building. Gagalaw lang yan pag kunwari may inad kang additional beam o kaya additional column, nagkaroon ka ng configuration sa framing mismo. Okay? Saka na may iba yan. Pero, in the usual case, yung COM ninyo, madalas ba fixed yan? Can you say na dito lang siya? Bakit hindi? Because the loads being considered is the dead load and the live load. Ito yung laging gumagalaw. Therefore, your COM is continuously shifting. Hindi mo masasabi kung nasaan yan. Therefore, since hindi sila nagpapantay, there is a considerable eccentricity. Okay? Between the two. Yun yung eccentricity na pinag-uusapan natin. Eh bakit? Yung COM, saan ba papalo yung earthquake? Sino ba yung susundan niya dyan? Saan siya pupwesto? Sa COR ba o sa COM? Sa COM. Okay? Sa COM susunod yan, center of mass. But, in the analysis of columns, kailangan, okay? Etong earthquake load ninyo, kailangan pumalo dito sa COR. So, anong gagawin natin? Para mapupunta siya dito. Nandito yun. Ulitin ko, yung earthquake load ninyo, ang sinusundan niya is the center of mass. Pero, in the analysis, kailangan dito siya pumalo. So, anong gagawin natin? Balikan niyo yung mechanics niyo. Anong ginagawa? Equivalent, axial, and moment. Kaya yung nagke-create ng torsion sa buong building is the eccentricity between the center of rigidity and the center of mass, which is carried ultimately by the columns. Okay? So yun yung explanation doon. So therefore, dyan you choose the x direction plus eccentricity y. Okay? Now, upon selecting those selection, yung x direction plus eccentricity y, naging available to, yung eccentricity ratio. Okay. Ano yung 0.05 na yan? Or 5%? What is that? Actually, that is your tinatawag na accidental eccentricity. Okay? That is your accidental eccentricity. Ngayon, yung value of the 5%, yung code yun ang sabi niyan. Okay? Na kailangan mag-allot ng 5% for accidental eccentricity. Ano yung accidental eccentricity na yun? Bakit nag-aalat tayo ng additional 5% for this eccentricity? Why? Okay, for example, view pub. Dito yung court. Okay? Saan kayo nakapwesto banda? Sa Spanish side, di ba? So, andito lahat yung engineering. Andito yung science. Yung walang funds. Saan concentrated yung COM mo? Banda sa engineering, di ba? Okay? E paano kung kunwari, nadagdagan pa engineering? Magdag pa dito. Saan na mapupunta yung COM mo? Uurong. Di ba? Okay? So therefore, kaya kayo nagdadagdag ng 5% accidental eccentricity because the unpredictability of the live load. Okay? Kasi hindi mo masasabi kung nasan siya dyan. Okay? So isang dahilan yun. Next, if you have designed a building, for example, sa column ninyo, sa poste, ganito yung in-specify ninyo. Okay? Kunwari, this would be 175, then this could be 400, for example. Okay, are you sure na pagdating sa site, saktong-sakto yan, yung drawing ninyo, na may lalagay doon on site? Pati yung layout ng bakal? 100% tama? Hindi. Okay? Now, to allot for the deviation of the dimensions or the measurements, inaalat din dyan yung 5% accidental eccentricity. Okay? Yan yung provision ng code for safety. Okay? So kaya 0.05 na siya kaagad. Okay. So yun lang yung explanation pagdating sa direction and eccentricity. Now, let's go to the next part, the time period. Okay, what is time period? What is time period? Yung time period is the time na kung saan babalik yung building sa original position niya. Okay? So, under the time period, meron diyang input CT. Ano yung CT? Saan ginagamit yan? Familiar ba to? Familiar ba to? Ano to? Ito ang big T.
Torsion.
Torsion.
Time.
Okay. Ito na. Ito yung time period. Okay? This is how you solve the time period. You have the value of CT. Now, the value of CT is 0.030 pag concrete. Kapag steel, you have 0.035 steel. Okay? So tayo, since concrete tayo, change that to 0.030. Okay. 0.030. Now, elaborate naman natin to. What is CT? Or ano yung limit pagdating dito? Ano yung significance ng time period sa analysis ng building? The time period will be the basis kung mag-add kayo ng ganito, di ba? What is this? At saan ina-add yan?
Speed.
Ano ba muna to? Saan siya ina-add? Sa base shear. Sa FT. Ano yung FT? Ano yung FT? Okay. Your FT, that will be the additional force. Due to ano? Blank effect. Whiplash effect. Or the whip effect. Okay? Your FT is the additional force due to whip effect. Okay, tuwing kailan kayo nag-add ng whip effect? Actually, yung time period ang base yan. Kapag yung time period ninyo is what? Greater than 0.7 seconds. Okay? Kapag greater than 0.7 seconds, you have to account for the FT or the additional force due to the whip effect. However, ano explanation yan, yung whip effect? Ano ba nangyayari dyan? For example, this is your structure. Okay? Pumaling earthquake pa ganon. This will be your earthquake load. Anong magiging movement ng building? Going to the right, diba? Okay. Ngayon, kapag naging more than 0.7 seconds kasi, ang ibig sabihin niya is this. Masyadong matagal para bumalik siya dun sa original position. Eh since masyadong matagal, anong nangyayari? Pabalik pa lang siya, okay, papalo na yung next wave ng earthquake. Okay, ano magiging deformation sa point na to? Pag ano naman. Okay? Hindi lang isa yan. Marami yan. So therefore, yan yung effect of the whiplash. Yan yung pinaka-explanation niya. Okay? Pag masyadong mabagal, yung pagbalik ng building, susunod na kagad yung waves of the earthquake. Okay? Tapos, sa kanyo kailangan i-allot yung additional force of the whip effect. Okay? Now, so okay na tayo sa time period. Then next, for the story range. Sino may basement sa inyo sa project? Sino may basement? Wala. Okay. Ganito kasi pag may basement. Lahat ng story na nasa baba ng ground, okay, hindi siya kasama. So therefore, pag may basement kayo, lahat na nasa basement level, hindi kasama. So therefore, pagdating dito sa bottom story, ano mangyayari dyan? Kailangan magsimula sa ground floor. Okay? Because the effect of the earthquake will start at the ground floor. At the ground floor. Okay? So kung wala kayong basement, you just stick to base. Okay? Now, for the overstrength factor R, ano-anong values ng overstrength factor R? Overstrength. 8.5 kapag concrete. 8.0 kapag steel. So therefore, since concrete tayo, we will stick with 8.5. Okay? 8.5. X. Then afterwards, we'll go to the seismic coefficients. Okay. Ano yung mga seismic coefficients sa sinolve ninyo nung nasa earthquake pa kayo? Ano yun? Dalawa lang yun. Ayun na, nakalagay nun. Sa pag-compute ng base shear, ano yun? Ayun na, nakalagay no? CAN, CV. Pero dito, hindi nyo kailangan problemahin yung values of CAN, CV. Why? Because the ETABS will compute that for you. Okay? Ang kailangan nyo na lang gawin is to input the parameters. Ano yung parameters na yon? Okay, yung parameters na yon, first in the seismic coefficient, you have your soil profile type. Okay, sa example natin, ang soil profile type natin is SE. Ito, E. SE. Okay, ano yung mga classification yan? Tuwing kailan malalaman kung SA, SB, SC, SD, or SE? The soil report. Okay, paano yung description? Ano yung description ng SA? As per code.
So,
pag SA, hard rock. Pag SB, rock. Pag SC, kung may hard, may soft rock. Okay? SD, steep soil. SE, soft soil. SF. Pag pumalo sa SF, yung soil profile type, it is under the evaluation of the OBO. Ano ibig sabihin ng OBO? Or the OBO? Office of the Building Official. Okay? Tandaan nyo na yung term na yun, ha? OBO. Office of the Building Official. Okay? So yun, pag SF, under evaluation. Now, in our case, sa example natin, you choose SE. Okay. Sa USD, anong klaseng soil profile type meron tayo?
Office of the Building
Malambot
Official.
yung lupa natin. SE. So tayo, nasa atin yung pinaka-bulok na lupa. SE. Okay? Now, bakit ganon? Ang dinedesign natin is a superstructure. Why are we taking consideration the properties of the underlying element? Yung dinedesign natin taas, di ba? Gusto ka pala makilala sa Rod. Pumunta ka mamaya sa kanya.
Yun. Pati si Sir Rod.
Ano? Saan ba tayo? Oo, yun. Bakit? Bakit? Bakit pinapakilang pa natin nasa baba? Paano masisira yung nasa baba?
Doon siya nakapatong.
Yung siya itatay ko.
Yun.
Okay. Kaya natin ginagawa yan is because we're taking into account what we calling the liquefaction. Okay? Yung liquefaction kasi will affect your superstructure. Okay? So that happens kapag may earthquake ka. Now, yung SE, that is the most susceptible pagdating sa liquefaction. Okay? Now, for the seismic zone factor, dito sa Pilipinas, dalawa lang yan. Ano yung values na yun? Una, ilang zones meron tayo dito? Dalawang zones. Ano yung mga zone na yun? Zone 2, Zone 4. Ano yung values pag Zone 2? 0.2. Anong values pag Zone 4? 0.4. Okay. Sa mapa ng Pilipinas, anong lalawigan lang ang nahiwalay? 1. Okay. So therefore, sa Palawan, actually bihira sila magkaroon ng disasters, di ba? Nasa zone 2 siya. Tapos sa wind velocity, mababa rin. Kasi bihira silang dalawin ng bagyo. So therefore, maganda magpatayo ng building doon. Pero, bakit wala kang napapansin na high-rise doon? Hindi, ilalim. So, bakit Leoncio? Okay, yung lugar ninyo designated as ano? As tourism. Hindi sila designated as commercial. Hindi pwede magpatayo doon ng high-rise. The highest you can get there is 6. Okay? Kapag sinubukan nyo magpatayo ng 7, nakakarangin na kayo ng zoning. Okay? Ngayon, so you choose zone 4.4. Next, for the near source factor. Okay, for the near source factor, dito sa seismic coefficient, sinabi nyo sa akin na yung kinukuha yung soil profile type sa soil report. Okay, yung near source factor, you're taking into consideration the nearest fault line in your structure. Now, malalaman nyo ba siya kahit wala doon sa soil report?
Yes. Sa mapa.
Actually, yes. Yun nga lang, pahirapan. Kasi, kayo yung maghahanap doon. Anong gagawin ninyo? You will get the seismic map of the P-box. Okay? Actually, pre-provide siya sa NSCP. Yun nga lang, malabo. Okay? Ngayon, yung sa P-box kasi sa website ng P-box, malinaw-linaw siya. Ang gagawin ninyo, you will situate your structure there, then you look for the nearest fault line. Then, based on the nearest fault line, kung na-determine nyo na yung nearest fault line, for example, the nearest fault line is the West Valley Fault or the Marikina Fault. Okay? Paano nyo naman siya i-classify sa seismic source type niya? Ilan ba muna ang seismic source type? Kapag clinic nyo yan, ilan yan? Actually, 3. O, paano nyo naman malalaman? Given na yung seismic, na given na yung nearest fault line. Kung given na yung nearest fault line, ano malalaman? Okay, alamin nyo from the P-box kung ano yung greatest strength na na-inflict ng fault line na yun. Okay, what do you mean by greatest strength? First, tatanungin ko kayo. Sa pagsukat ng strength ng earthquake, what is most correct? Okay? Ano yung mas appropriate gamitin? Magnitude or intensity?
Magnitude. Layman's term yung intensity.
Magnitude yung
Intensity ka?
number.
Layman's term
Sino
yung
sabi intensity pa?
Magnitude yung number.
Intensity yung
Okay.
layman's term.
Magnitude yung number.
For example, you have an architect, nagtanong sa'yo, engineer. Okay? Nagtanong sa'yo, engineer. Saan intensity mo ba dinesign yung structure natin? Okay. Hindi niya alam yung sinasabi niya. Tanga yun. Okay, bakit? Bakit? Kasi ganito. Okay. Yung intent ng pag-generate ng intensity is made for the lay people. Sa mga ordinaryong tao. Bakit? Kunwari, tignan niyo yung intensity 1. Ano yung mga kategory niya? Ano yung description niya? Objects are moving. Glass are falling. Di ba? Napakasimple. Very descriptive. Pero as per magnitude, may technicality. In fact, pagdating sa NSCP, malalaman mo lang kung seismic source type A, B, or C siya, depending on the magnitude na inflict nung valley fault na yon. Okay, nung seismic fault. Paano nyo malalaman kung seismic source type A? Kapag ang magnitude nyo is what? Greater than or equal to ano? 7. Okay? Kapag less than 7, but greater than or equal to 6.5, that will become seismic source type B. Pag less than 6.5, okay? Pag less than 6.5, this will become seismic source type C. Okay? Then, sa example natin, seismic source type A tayo. So therefore, you select A. Okay? Now, how about the distance to source? So yan, susukatin nyo lang doon sa mapa. Okay? Now, in our example, we have 5 kilometers. So therefore, you input 5 kilometers. Now, what is the limit? Or gaano kalayo? Hanggang gaano kalayo ka pwede magpatayo ng building kapag malapit ka sa fault line? Ano yung distansya? Ano yun? Narito yung fault line. Ito yung site mo. Gaano kalayo yan? Yung allowed. 5 ano? 5 meters lang. Okay? As long you're sticking with the 5 meters, you can. Bahala ka na. Risk mo na yun kung gusto mong patayo dyan. Okay? Now, after that, the last thing we will fill in would be the other factors, which is the importance factor. Okay. Pagdating sa building code na NSCP, pagdating sa earthquake, ilang values ang importance factor ay?
5.
How many? Values lang ha, values. Yan yun. Actually, 3. 1.5, classification yung 4. 1.5, ano isa?
1.2.
1.25, then 1.0. Doon kailan nagiging 1.5?
Hazardous.
Essential facilities. Diyan papasok yung
Hospital.
hospital. Okay? Hospital tsaka school.